erase this game, Jack. Get it out of your memory. We'll have because we have a quick game here in 2 days here against Karlsruhe. They're in the top 10, but they're within a couple points of us. Looking at the table, they're at 18 points. We're at 24, so 6 points behind us. But it's not that much of a difference, really. If you look at the two teams in terms of goals, 4 goals against, they're 17-4, 13 against. So most of their games has been a lot of goals in them, right? So look at this Karlsruhe match. It's essentially if you erase this game, Jack, get it out of your memory. Right, it doesn't matter anymore. Looking at this game coming up on Saturday, you got, for the most part, a solidified defense, right, against a team, Karlsruhe, who have a formidable home fortress. They've won 4 of the last 5 home games. They like to score multiple goals, especially a lot lately. Even the teams that are known good defensively, they scored a lot of goals. They scored a lot of goals against them and gave up a lot of goals. So this is going to be a battle of mentality. Again, a battle within ourselves with Schalke. Can we get over forget about the midweek game and recap our form? It's obviously we have a pragmatic attack. They have a lot of high scoring potential in Karlsruhe because they got a lot of goals. I think Karlsruhe is going to want to shoot out, Jack. I think a game that's 1-0, 0-0, grinded out. That's our style for sure. Not beautiful at all, but I think they want to open it up, and that's going to be the big key. Can we keep them from scoring or having as many chances as Darmstadt had today? What do you think about this game against Karlsruhe coming up?
Well, I'm concerned about Vonacek. He scares me a little bit. He's not the top scorer on their team, but like I think he's always dangerous. And yeah, like you said, they've been certainly on a tear recently. I mean, not like in terms of results necessarily, but I mean, there's scoring goals, and so if we're not able to recover from what we just had today, and if that becomes a trend for any short stint of time, this could be the window for them to potentially capitalize on that. Maybe not the best team for us to be facing at this moment in time this week potentially. So we'll see. It'll be, like you said, that's why it's going to be interesting to see how we respond to that loss. But yeah, it'll certainly be a test. They're having a good season. And certainly dangerous. So these are look, I mean, if we're top of the table right now, I don't think that necessarily means that we're the best team in the league this year, but I do think that we are definitely in the promotion conversation. Yeah. But Karlsruhe is one of those teams that's kind of has an outside shot of it. I mean, there's a lot of people that are in that mix, and it's a long season, long way to go. We still have like 7 games before Christmas almost.
Yeah.
So I mean, a lot can change even in the next, month and a half or so. So yeah. But yeah, looking forward to this one.
I am too, and I think you hit the nail on the head with the key person to neutralize is Marvin Vonacek. He is the highest rated player on their team. If you look at places like FootMob and who scored like that, he's been very good. Obviously, their main goal scorer is Schlusner. He's got 5 goals this year as the main target man. So I think if we got to find a way to isolate and pressure Vonacek, I think as soon as he gets the ball, pressure him. I think the one thing we did good against Darmstadt in the first game is anytime we turned it over and they got the ball, we kind of did like a Barcelona press where from the old school days, Messi, press him and then get the ball right back. You see Guardiola does this a lot with his teams. That was good. If we can find a way when Vonacek has the ball, do the same kind of pressure and get him to kind of cause turnovers, I think that's probably our best bet in terms of neutralizing the attack. And then again with the attackers they have up front, the big men, the target men, our center backs have just got to play, right? Katic, he's got to make his presence known. Kurchai as well. Ihan's got to step up. He's got to have a little better game than he did. They all got a better game than they did today. But neutralizing those big target men up top are going to be key for us, I think. Limit their chances and just grind it out. A typical Muslic fouls, yellow cards in the game. Slog it out. I think that's the recipe. I think for our success if we have a chance to get a result on the road here. Even though I think we've been better on the road than at home too. So I'm confident in that regards as well. So,
any chance of Sanchez or no?
Shoot, after the last game, it's quite possible. It depends on how tired the guys are. I wouldn't be surprised we see some changes in this game compared to today. But I don't see much. If it's going to be anybody, it'll be Sanchez, maybe Remmert, but that's about it. I mean, he's been going with Sylla, so I can see Rembert in for Bachmann maybe, and then maybe Sanchez in there as well. Becker got a break because that was nice to see that he got a break. Gantenbein maybe for Porat for Gantenbein. I don't know. So there's a couple shots I think that could possibly see some game time, start time, I should say.
Fair enough.
I think one thing, that's one way to neutralize Karlsruhe, what we just talked about. But I think a way that we can get opened up is kind of what we just saw in today's game against Darmstadt. The risk of the high press. If we do that high line way too much, they're going to all do is get a ball over the top, hit us with a counterattack, and have we learned anything from today? That's going to be the thing. Muslic has got to do the pros and cons, kind of balance it out. You can't always do the high line, especially with a team that has pace like Karlsruhe does. It's going to be interesting to see how he sets up for that. And Karlsruhe have scouted. I'm sure they've scouted our weakness. They're going to practice a structured, deep retreat, and they're going to try to. I don't think they're going to be too worried about our offense because our offense isn't like the most potent in the league, right? Theirs is much better than ours. So I think you're going to see a lot more possession by Karlsruhe, a lot more really trying to just pin us back and trying to confuse us. I think that's what they're going to be going for.
And I hope Moussa Sylla takes that personally and scores 3 as a result of you saying. No, but no, I mean, I think that's fair. If I was approaching the game, I'd probably consider doing something similar. It's going to be, it's going to be an interesting one, and I'm concerned about what it's going to look like with some of the rotation. But maybe if we do get some of that, it'll be better to have some of these guys back in the lineup too that we've been missing out on for a while. Guys like Rembert and whatever else we see them potentially. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes, but hoping for a good response.
But interesting looking at the odds for this game. Fairly close. They're calling it like a toss-up essentially. What we're gonna have to do is make sure that we treat this not as a test to show that we're leaders, but we got to show that we're able to adapt and attack outside of our defensive foundation. I think we're gonna have to open it up a little bit and score some goals. I think one goal is not going to be enough in a game like this against them. And then the key is, can we shut down Vanacek? The key cog by them. He can obviously score a screamer. And so you got to watch out and not give him any opportunities to shoot there. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes. Any predictions for this game, considering what we had today?
Alfauzi goal.
Oh. How good has he been lately? By the way,
very good.
Did you see that he obviously lots of teams now are drawing interest from him, but his agent basically gave a big FU to Dortmund and said he's not going to do anything that's going to upset Schalke. He believes in Schalke. He's not going to disrespect Schalke by considering a Dortmund or anything like that. So I love seeing that. This is going to do us more.
Yeah, I mean, I love that too. If that's the case, I think he's due. I think he's due for a goal this season.
Yeah, he is. He's
not on the score sheet yet. I think he's due.
Yeah, great assist last week, but a goal would be doing wonders for sure. All right, Alfauzi, we win. I'm gonna say we bounce back and we get a win as well on the road. I feel a Kenan Karaman scream fest before the game coming on. We didn't really get that in the Darmstadt game, so I'm excited for that. If nothing else, I've been loving the English content we've been getting from Schalke's YouTube there, and their social media. So
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens. The game is this Saturday. It's gonna be a fun one.